Hi guys, I wanted to make a video because it seems like you guys are not understanding the Unit 2 activity. All you need to do is to come here and click on Start Assignment. And if you need to see the pictures, you click the link that says Consider each image in the slideshow. Just click this link and it's going to give you all the pictures that you need. All the pictures will show up right here. And the little arrows at the side take you from one image to number 2. And you just go through each image. And since you'll have it open already in another screen, just look at the image. All right, and then go back to your assignment sheet. You want to pick 2 of these principles down here listed below. It says here to use this list to select your 2 principles. So there's no typography in that first picture, is there? No, it's a skyscraper, but there is definitely proportion, there's balance. Also, there's vanishing points, points of view. So you're gonna come back here to image number 1, skyscrapers. I did give you a separate sheet where you could actually type right in the table. But all you really need to do, you could just copy and paste this. Just right click and say copy, and then click right into your text box and say paste. And then you should be able to type right in here. You're just going to type in which 2 principles. In this case, with this picture, we definitely have perspective, and we definitely have proportion. So you want to just type in your box. You can say principle 1, perspective. Oops, I don't know why I'm on caps lock. Principle 1, perspective. Principle 2, proportion. And then underneath, you would write why you're answering these questions. You identified the 2. Now you just explain how the images illustrate that principle and whether you think the principle was used effectively. Don't just say, yes, it was used effectively. Tell how it was used effectively. So for this first one, all right, perspective, you could just even type next to it, perspective is illustrated by the viewpoint looking upward. And then for the second one, proportion, with this viewpoint, we can see the proportion of the buildings compared to the sky. And then underneath, you can just, underneath that, type out these principles were used effectively in the photo because it clearly demonstrates the view from below looking upward. And then how does the proportion, does proportion also illustrate well? And yes, it does. And the proportions of the buildings come together at a central vanishing point in the sky. So that's how you would do each one. Just copy and paste the table into the text box, and you can type right in the table. And when you're all done, just click on Submit Assignment. Now you're going to go on to picture number 2 and do the same thing. Look at the photo. Which two of these principles are demonstrated in this picture? There's still no text, so we don't have any typography. So it would have to be one of the color theory ones or one of the design and layout ones. Okay, it looks like they did use the rule of thirds, because if we were to put the 9 squares, this bottom flower would fall on one of the horizontal lines. Also, color theory, and we also have depth of field going on. All right, so where's depth of field? Right here. For the next one, we would use a depth of field and color theory, which would be hue, saturation, and value. Because some of the flowers are darker, and as it goes back in the distance, those lighter colors get darker, and the darker colors get lighter as it goes back in the distance. Okay, so I'm hoping this helps you understand how to do this part of the assignment.